Greetings. How are you? How's it going? How's everybody doing out there? What is the latest and greatest? It is a Thursday, a warm Thursday in the Northeast. I know I don't have the light yet. I'm still waiting to get the power supply for the ring light so I could get the illumination here so I don't look so dull. And obviously, I do have my makeshift lights and ring lights here, but I need to save these for the podcast, which is coming at you in an hour and 15 minutes. It is going to be on and popping. This is going to be a podcast you won't want to miss. And even if you're watching this on a replay, yes, as I get swept from LA to Chicago, this podcast, I promise. I know you're working. I know it's 6:47 in your neck of the woods. As always, you know how much I appreciate you, brother. This is a podcast you're not going to want to miss. And it's not even just about the Mets. Yes, I'm going to talk about that too. Oh, that was a gag job in the worst way. And I'm sure you probably laughed. I mean, the Clippers are the Mets of LA. And the Yankees, or the Lakers are the Yankees, or vice versa. And I understand you're going to look at that, oh, JAYREELZ, please don't say that. But the Clippers will always be the little brother, the step brother, whatever you want to call it. The novice, my man. Yeah, I'm going to get it. Listen, this podcast at 11 is going to be, it's not even going to be flyer. It's going to be an inferno. Not only will I have storylines, predictions, first round, I'm going to recap the games. I talked about it a little bit yesterday on the live stream, but I'm going to recap the playing games, which have been fantastic. And I'm sorry I didn't stay up to watch the rest of the Clipper game. As I was watching, I said, the Warriors were making runs, but I felt that the game was stable enough to think, what was it? The lead was 13 when I think 9.5 minutes to go. And yeah, I went to bed before that. But I said, and Curry, I understand this fourth quarter was phenomenal. And this is what happens when you miss this stuff. But this is what happens when you're in the East Coast too. It's late. It's like, I'll just watch the highlights, which is what I normally do with the West Coast games. I'll watch the highlights. And the Mets, I was already disgusted. That game ended actually early. So with all that being said, I missed out on the comeback, on Al Horford with 4 threes and Kristaps Porzingis. I mean, they turned back the clock. And, of course, I'll preview tomorrow night's games. The hockey I'm going to get into. I don't know what the West is going to look like right now. Live Golf dying, no more Saudi money, yes. And even though the Saudis have said that we're going to continue with their golf season, but, yeah, that is right now, it is looking as if the air is out of that balloon, and it's just a matter of time. I'm sure what they're going to do is that whatever contracts that they gave to those players, so let's say whatever they gave Dustin Johnson 5 years at $300 million, I'm sure there's going to be buyouts. I'm sure that they're probably reworking contracts to make sure that they're going to get bought out. Maybe not the entire thing. That's just my guess. But, yeah, and I was thinking about touching on that, and maybe I will. You know what? Let me type that in. Because that's big news, especially after what happened over the weekend with the Masters. But, yeah, that was actually that's a big win for the PGA. So can we compare you to the USFL, XFL? You probably could. Phi Thailand. I want to go to Thailand one day. Welcome. But, no, that's a good comparison. Because USFL, XFL, what happened in the XFL? The Rock, supposedly after COVID, when they went belly up, and then he and his ex-wife and other partners got involved, and he thought, oh, wow, the XFL is going to come back, probably bigger, maybe better. And it's been the UFL. And the UFL, I haven't watched, again, it could be in the backyard, I'm pulling the blinds, but yeah, obviously there's a lot to talk about. In this podcast, I'm telling you, there's a lot I got to get off my chest. There's a lot that I got to say. And, of course, the Mets. But here's the thing, and I'm going to leave you with a little suspense. I'm going to come out, and you know me, I'm not into the clickbait. Absolutely not. But, and this isn't clickbaity by any means. This is just an opinion that I have toward this organization, which if I'm Steve Cohen, I'd start making a phone call. And that's it. And the phone call, you'll find out in the, not next hour, the hour after that, at 11 o'clock, because am I disgusted? Am I frustrated? Am I angry? Am I surprised? No, I'm not surprised. I'm all the above. But at the same time, here's the crazy thing. It is still April 16th. And I know the old saying, you can't win a pennant in April, you can lose in April. But the good thing is that nobody has gone running away in the NL East. So, what are we? I think we're 5 back of the Braves. And we haven't played the Braves yet. So, Riley, what is happening? Dag, Songkran in Thailand is a lot of fun. And you know what's interesting? I know of someone who's in Songkran right now. She goes by, even on this channel, not this channel, on YouTube as Ms. Fit Vegan. She's from Brooklyn, lived in Miami, and now she's there. So I want to give her a shout out, Ms. Fit Vegan. Yes, I would love to go to Thailand one day. And not only just to Bangkok, I want to go to Phuket. I want to go all over. But yeah, so there's a lot to unpack with what's happening in sports, and I can't wait. I'm chomping at the bit. Ever since last night, especially watching, like the Sixer Magic game was and like you said, wait, let me just scroll up. I think the novice, you said something about the Magic. All right, Riley. Hey, well, as long as you're here, I'm going to keep talking. So, you know what? Hey. And here, toast to you, my G. Yes, it's traditional custom. This is water, by the way. As far as the Magic, should I tip my hand here? Because I don't want to sound redundant. Not redundant. I don't want to talk here and then sound the same come the podcast, because I know you guys will tune in. Well, at least I would hope. And the novice, I know from the other day, it's been kind of a crazy week. A lot has happened. I got to fill you in on some stuff too, the novice. Something that I clued into the regulars yesterday. A lot of people picked Orlando to be the 1 seed. You know what? I picked them as an over this year. Their over was 51.5, I think. Hold on. Yeah, as I was 2-4 in my NBA over-unders. They were 51.5. After last year, and again, they were a 7 seed. Where they went 45 games last year. I figured 51.5, they could win 52. They got a good young core. Their coach, Jamal Mosley, was a guy that you thought, all right, could be moving up in the coaching ranks. Nonsense. They've been disappointing. And there's one guy that I'm going to, there's one guy I'm going to just, I don't want to say blast, but I'm going to get into. And Orlando does have a second chance, though, against Charlotte. And something tells me I can see Orlando running him out of the building. That's just a gut. Yeah, Franz can't stay healthy. And after the Desmond Bain trade. And the funny thing about that buyout, I think we talked, maybe not you and I, but I talked about this podcast, etc. They made that trade with Memphis, and they would have thought Desmond Bain was like the missing piece. I understand he's a very good player, good two-way player, and by putting him into that lineup, it's not as if you had this aging veteran, which probably would have been better, but it's not as if you had an aging guy that had been on championship teams. And what does Desmond Bain want? And I understand not every guy that you're going to bring onto your team is going to have championship experience. And he had a big game last night, but I can't. If I'm Jamal Mosley, there's one guy, and you know who I'm going to talk about. There's one guy that I'm pointing a finger at and be like, hey, your ass needs to step up. And if you don't, who knows? And not that he's going to get traded, but if they lose to the Hornets, they need to go big fit. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they cannot. If they lose that game tomorrow night, and that's why I think they'll have a big game. Think about this, and here I'll tip my hand on this. Charlotte, that was a must-win in my eyes, that game the other night. And it came this close to losing, which is crazy. But by winning that game, they're going into this game with house money, fast and loose, etc. But there's a lot of pressure on Orlando to win this game that I don't know if Charlotte is ready for. And I'm not trying to make Orlando out to be world beaters by any stretch. But I would think, knowing that they made the playoffs last year, they won their playing game to play the Celtics in the first round. And I would think the game's in their building. Charlotte got the game that they needed. And I can see Orlando winning. I mean, listen, it's not going to be 131-89. But yeah, I could see this being a rocking chair type game. Orlando's full of fruits. Hey, Dr. Herbert, what's happening? Fideg, a Thai woman asked me what country I was from. Oh, are you not from there? Why do I feel like that's the beginning of a joke and I'm waiting for the punchline? But I hear you, Fideg. Yeah, I got to get there. I tell you, man. Thailand is on the bucket list. Now, let me pull up the box from last night. Because, yeah, Franz can't stay healthy. And I also want to talk about the Clippers. And obviously, I'm going to talk about it at 11 o'clock or at 11. But the thing that surprised me about the game last night is that, now listen, no Embiid is really, I'm not going to say it's no big deal, but it's one of those things where if you're Orlando, you had to do your best to run him out of the gym. And I get it. Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, I mean, Paul George, I mean, whatever you get from him at this point, despite the fact I know he's making $52 million a year, whatever it is. But yeah, that was, I mean, if you're an Orlando fan, you got to be sick. It's disappointing. Miss Priya, Steelers catering to Rodgers too much. Oh. And the draft's a week from today in Pittsburgh, which, can he come out with a decision, please? And that's why I haven't talked a lot about him. Because I'm not going to be, I don't care what people say. Oh, Rodgers is going to make his announcement in 5 days. Or, oh, he's still mulling it over. Or, oh, wow, he was seen eating lunch with, which this hasn't been the case, at least as far as I know. Oh, he was in Pittsburgh having lunch with Mike McCarthy. I don't care. Is he retiring or not? Or is he coming back at the Steelers? And I'm surprised that the Steelers have taken this tact, knowing that they haven't been aggressive or at least assertive in the offseason to either A, try to get a quarterback, or B, move up in the draft if they can to get a quarterback. And I understand that there's people, I think, was it Mike Tannenbaum saying that, or the Steelers should draft Ty Simpson? What? So that's going to be another, I kind of hate to say this, another Kenny Pickett situation? No. Been there, done that. I don't want to even deal with that. But you're right. But I appreciate you, Miss Priya. And listen, you're in Carolina. What's the deal with not only the Hurricanes, the hockey team, which I'm sure they're ecstatic about, but Charlotte, the Hornets? Paul George is awful. Oh, how would you know that, Dr. Herbert? You're here for a reason, so I appreciate that. Come on, yeah, you got to have more better things to say than what you said. Really? Come on. But I appreciate you being on here. Hey, listen, more the merrier. Shanti is hard. We're all on. Oh, come on, really? I know everybody thinks I look like this guy, which, come on. I'd rather people tell me that, oh my God, the Aaron Hernandez doppelganger, granted he was a murderer, but please, Epstein, come on. Come on. I know you guys want to be comedians here, but just please. How would you know that, Dr. Herbert? Please expound. How would you know? He said you're good looking and handsome? Well, I don't know who said that. Please don't tell me Shanti is hard. I mean, I don't. Ugh. Oh, Fideg, they asked why they haven't seen many live streams on your channel lately. Well, last month I did 31 days in a row, so I stopped that this time around. But I'm actually thinking about picking that up, being a little bit more consistent. Well, a Thai woman. Oh, now I'm starting to put this puzzle together. A Thai woman asked me what country I was from. They asked why haven't they seen. He said you're good. Okay, Val. Yes, I know you got to be ecstatic. The Warriors. All right, Dr. Herbert. Matt, you're getting close to 1K, my friend. Hornets fever here. They act like we're going to go far. Yeah, I think they're going to go into a buzzsaw tomorrow. But they got the win that they needed. They needed to win that game the other night. I understand it was a miracle, the 3-pointer by Kobe White, and then what happened in the overtime. So for them, because if they would have lost that game, considering they started off 16-28, and they were 28-10, and then to blow that game, that would have been awful. Sharks lost, Giants lost. Yes. Well, listen, the Warriors won, so you take that, Val. You know that. Let's see. In the 1K club, good for you. And you've done that a lot through live streams. Is that right? Snake Khan, stop lying to people. Who am I lying to? No, I'm not lying to nobody. Congrats, Matt. Good for you. And I'm sure you got that a lot through live streams. Well, funny, look, can I just say this to Dr. Herbert? Suck like the Nets. If you're a doctor, you're the last person I'd want to go to. So, please, hack job. Ibrahim, what am I doing? Talking sports. I got to get this light here. This is bothering me that it's not a light. Giants 6-12. I know. Us and the Mets and you guys. Ugly. Okay, I'm just being neutral for him, Fried Egg. All right. Understood. Hello, 9:40 a.m. Giants play today at 5. Sharks, Jets. Yeah, it's the final game for the Sharks. Midtown Medical Transport. All right. Good for you. Tanner McKee is going to be a name to watch during the draft to be traded to the Jets, Steelers, or Cards. Yeah, you know what's so funny? I did see that earlier. Hold on. Where can I? Hold on. Stand by. Tanner McKee. Hold on. Yeah, I got to scroll to find this. But anyway, yeah, I'll check that out. But yeah, but I saw the same thing there, Danavis, so you're right about that. Vlado, what is happening? Fideg, come back soon. Nice, Matt. Good to hear. Yeah, I know. And I want to do more live streams too. I kind of miss it. That's why I did one a couple days ago. And I may do one later today. And I'm actually thinking about these podcast pre-games. I'm actually thinking about doing podcast post-games. So I do my podcast, let's say at 10 a.m. And then sometime that afternoon later on, I'll do a podcast post-game. Yeah, Al Horford, Steph Curry. Yeah, Draymond played great too defensively. Yeah, I mean, come on. Kawhi Leonard. And they had big-time performances by Benedict Mathurin. He played well. Dr. Herbert's been trying to get his troop for like 20 minutes. That brother's starving for attention. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to, I don't know. Doctor, yeah, you're right about that, Matt. What, does he also go on your lives too? Golden State Defensive Clinic on the last few minutes along with Al Horford, yes. Yeah, I got news for you. You're right about that. Because Porzingis, what he had 20 points. Horford had 4 threes. Steph had 27 points in the second half, and he had 35 in the game. I mean, yeah, defensively, they were terrible. And listen. Yeah, that's a blemish on Lou, and even Jeff Van Gundy for that matter, because Van Gundy, who's part of his staff, is a defensive-minded coach dating back to the days of Pat Riley. And I mean, they had a 13-point lead. And listen, I said this yesterday, and I'm going to say it again on the podcast. I understand that double-digit leads in the fourth quarter, and they also had, what did they have? Didn't they have down the stretch, because I was doing how many point lead they had like late in the game? I understand 2 or 3 3-pointers and a couple of stops, and you get a 9-0 run and you're down by 13 and you're in the game. But come on, that's terrible. Yeah, if I'm Ty Lue, I'd be sick. Yeah, absolutely, Matt. Free Bogdan Bogdanovic, yes. I was fortunate to be on Val B live the other day. Good. Oh, is that right? Nice. Oh, I gotta look at that. And yeah, I can't find that video, Val. The one you put about the Mets and the Islanders. As a matter of fact, while I have you here, yeah, I was trying to look for that. I see the ones of you running. I saw the other live that you had that was 24 minutes. Let me see. Hold on. I know. I got to get back to everybody's comments. I know people have been commenting on the channel, which I appreciate. You know that. But yeah, I got a lot of things cooking, including next Thursday, a week from today. Which I'm not ready to reveal just yet, but there will be a live stream, I'd say after 5 p.m. Eastern right now, knock on wood. Hopefully I didn't jinx it. It's not that it's jinxed, but as I'll talk about it even further. And I'll just say this, it's going to be a big step for yours truly. That's the hint. That's all I want to give right now. So, but, all right, Val B, hold on. Wait. Yeah, I was trying to look for that. No. 6458. Yeah, I've typed in Val B. I should have typed in everything because I see a zillion other Val Bs. There's only one Val B in my universe. There it is. Yeah, you had the one 5 days ago. Oh, here it is. Here's the whatchamacallit. Wait, what just happened to it? Hold on. Oh, I see what you mean. When you said you put it short, here it is. It's the lineup and losing to the Dodgers. And you tag, I don't tag bio on this one. Dodgers win. But yeah, I thought there was another one. I got to see the one with you and bio. I got to find that. That wasn't the one that was 5 days ago? Because it said Giants won, Warriors lost. I started watching that. Yeah, I watched and I gave it a thumbs up on that too. I should have commented. Yeah, I'm going to look that up there, Val. All right, let's see. All right, let me get, this is a guy. Way to go, Dr. Herbert. Thank you, Bio, by the way. Oh, yeah, they certainly won. Who hit him in the face with a shovel? A lot of trolls here today. I'm like, hey, come on. That's right. Populate. We are contacting you regarding community guideline breaches. You have 20 minutes to reply with your justification. Oh, jeez, I'm going to have one of these. Sunny March. What has happened? I need my glasses because I'm over here like this. Yeah, all the haters. Come on. I want them all. I want all the smoke. You know the old saying, as I've said it a million times, haters are never doing better than you are. Never. And if you're thinking, oh, that's not directed to me, yes, it is. Look in the mirror. Thank you, Vlado. Yeah, Dr. Herbert, he's got nothing else better to do. But you know what? Hey, obviously, the more time he spends here, the more that helps the channel. So, Matt Noah, so you mean to tell us you're at your job sitting on someone's live trolling? You can't be. Tell him, Matt. Wife supports him while he plays sports podcasts. He can't even get a press pass to the kids' Little League game. How do you know that? BBB. McCrankle? Oh, I love you too. Jay, would you want a mod? Or you not care about the trolls? I don't kick them out because mine help the exactly. That's why I want to. That's why I want bring them all. I have all the haters. Oh, I look like Aaron Hernandez. Oh, I look like Epstein. Okay, yeah, bring it all on. That's right. Helps the channel. Helps the algorithm. Come on, come on. Some I'll skip over. Some I'll laugh at. Whatever. Because again, I can't take myself seriously. If I'm going to be, no, please bring it on. That's why I come out. As a matter of fact, I should have like a what's called at the bottom. Haters, come on down. You're the next contestant on the Price is Right. Let's see. Compa is geek? What are you saying? It's fake? I don't know what that means. Thank you, Gamer Busted. What's happening with my Mets recently? I'm going to talk about that in the next hour. Crocaholic. Yes. All praise. Yeah, what's happening with the Mets is that they are a dumpster fire. It's the simplest way to put it. And I'm trying to do my best, and I mean this sincerely, to temper my thoughts, my emotions, everything when it comes to the Met team. And I get it that they've lost 8 in a row. I mean, think about it. This team has been built on winning or losing streaks. They started out 3-1. They lost 3 in a row, then won 4 in a row, and now have lost 8 in a row. So think about that. They've lost 11 in the last 15 games. Oh boy, what's this? Man, you are awesome. Nate, what's that, Nate? Oh, Nate Osando. I'm gonna try to tune into your streams all the time. If I can, I'm sorry. I've subscribed. Thanks for being awesome. God bless you. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'll call you Sando. Thank you, Sando. Real quick, where you from? I'm curious. Vlado, DR is gone. Yeah, Riv. Yeah. Oh, go. Well, hey. Elizabeth Conley. Hello. How are you? From Arizona. I won't say what city, but yes. How are you? How's it going? I'm from USA, but I'm part Japanese. Okay. Oh, that's Sando, right? I said Sando. Look, I have glasses on and I gotta clean them. That would also help. I'm fantastic. I cannot complain. I'm doing well. Just living the dream. Just trying to keep plugging away, doing what I'm doing, talking sports, podcasting 45 minutes here on the channel. How about you? How's the job? How's everything? How's your boyfriend? I know he doesn't like live streams, but curious how you're doing. It says Sandin 00, so it's. Oh, okay. Nato-san. All right. All right. How about so Nato or Naito-san? I was thinking Naito-san, right? Hello, Tenor. How's it going? Yeah, Vlado. I'm sure you got to be excited. Vlado, who do you like tomorrow in the games? Charlotte, Orlando, Golden State, Phoenix. Just staying busy mostly. Got the day off today, so I'm just relaxing. Good for you. That's awesome. As you should. Oh, now he's going for the juggler. In the immortal words of MF Doom, Dr. Herbert, don't talk about my moms, yo. What's my favorite food? Suns are going to win. Oh, that's right. We got a Warrior fan in the room, and now the Suns. I can actually see that. But I was disappointed in the Suns the other night. That was a bad loss, too, by them. My favorite, what's my favorite food? Or dish, yes. Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, there's so many things I love. Depends on the day. We don't talk about the other night. Oh, you don't? Yeah, well, hey, listen, you live to see another day, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. But tenor, I'd have to say favorite. Listen, who doesn't love pasta? Yeah, there's this dish that I love. Linguine arrabbiata. I love that. Oh, I love spicy food. Yeah, the Clipper season is officially over. They are toast, Val. I used to work right near the Cardinal Stadium. Lots of free tickets. Is that right? Oh, wow. Nice. And that stadium is real nice, too. What is it called now? State Farm Stadium, I think. It used to be called University of Phoenix, and that's in Glendale. How far is Glendale from where you're at? Morning entertainment while I'm in the pool watching the pregame show. Yes. Sharma, respect. Welcome. So that's good. So you're going to take it easy, Elizabeth. Good to hear. Watch the game tomorrow night. I'm sure in your neck of the woods, restaurant is going to be super busy. Show the game. Yeah, this podcast is going to be, I'm telling you, if you're a sports fan, this is one that is going to have a lot of good stuff. You have NBA, which I'm going to do my storylines. The team that is facing the most pressure in both the NBA and NHL. Storylines, I mean, aplenty. NBA, Stanley Cup playoffs, predictions. Who I think is going to make it to the Stanley Cup, NBA, all of that. I'll preview the first round. NHL, I can't really do the West because the West is still up in the air right now. So when I talk about Giants, I'll definitely talk about the Warriors. Giants, maybe not so much. Because baseball, the only two things I'm going to talk about are the Mets. Tigers have played well. Shout out to J-Rod and Fishing Angel. And also shout out to Brent Tolman. I got to get in touch with him. Brent, our guy from north of the border in Ontario. I hope he's doing well. And Vlado, shout out to your mom. I hope she's well too. Used to be a bartender at Little Gastro Cub. Oh, nice. So, Elizabeth, I got to ask you, if you used to be a bartender there, what is your favorite cocktail? Yeah, I know. Now go back to what was it? Tenor, favorite food? Yeah, I'd say pasta. If you're ever in the area, stop by Bar Louie. If you say you're my friend, they'll give you. Oh, is that right? All right, you ready? I'm going to type this in. Bar Louie, and I know the town. Now, that's not the bar that's in. That's by the stadium, you said? If you're ever in the area, stop by Bar Louie. All right, Bar Louie, and that's Glendale, right? Yep, here it is. Found it. But that's where you used to work, correct? Two-pack molds. Am I a fan of Filipino food? Yes, I am. Give me all the pancit. I love pancit, lumpia, but the lumpia is fried, so I try to stay away from fried food. But yes, Westgate. I see that right here, the Westgate Entertainment District. Mojitos personally, the classic or flavored? I mean, you can't go wrong with the classic. And my guy, Donavis, who's in this room right now, he and I have had plenty of mojitos over the years. Now, it's going way back, but still. But yes, Tupac, I love Filipino food. Love it. Pork adobo, once upon a time, I steered away from eating meat in this old age of mine. So, but yeah, you can't go wrong with that either. And I know the Filipino pork is just as good as probably the pork from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. So, from what I've heard, wait, that's a lie. I've actually knew of someone. In fact, a very good friend of mine who's like family. He's married to a woman who's half Filipino, and I remember many years ago they made pork and it was out of sight. Classic, of course. All right. Yeah, I like. I mean, anything with coconut, I love. So a coconut mojito, passion fruit, I love. But I don't want. I want real passion fruit and real coconut. I don't want this concoction mixed with sugar and simple syrup, etc. Louisa, like Ouija board. Growing up is realizing there is no difference between jail and working at Olive Garden. Either way, a salad's getting tossed. Yikes. All right, it's a good joke. L30's going backwards in years. Okay. Suns in Golden State. Hey, who do you like in that game, Vlado? I don't bartend anymore. Yes, those are back in the days, Elizabeth. When you let me see, Bar Louie. Let me look at the cocktails. Sunrise Boulevard. All right, drinks. Louis cocktails. Oh, you see, I already see one drink that I love. Much better not dealing with people. Oh yeah, bartender. I'm sure as a bartender, you're also a psychiatrist. You're a therapist. And I'm sure you got plenty of stories. In fact, I wish I could listen to them all because I'm sure they're all classic. And speaking of which, this Bull Rush drink is right up my alley. Rum Haven, which is a very underrated spirit. It's I don't know about the coconut berry Red Bull. I'm not a Red Bull guy, although I'm sure it's good in a drink, in a cocktail. But that Rum Haven is the best. Google Chrome, Google Chrome. Where do I see myself in 15 years? Oof, 15 years. That'd be 72. No, seriously, 15 years. I would hope by then be out of New York, still doing what I do, but obviously become a successful independent sports media entity, not an empire, and live in warmer weather and be what's the best way to put it? Financially independent. Not that I gotta, be whatever, zillionaire, but that's what I want to see myself 15 years. Warmer climate, and of course, this has to be discussed with the missus. Warmer climate, Caribbean would be great. And yeah, just having enough resources to where I could just do what it is that I love, maybe even live off the land for that matter, and enjoy my life and have just the freedom that I have now independently to do what I do, but even more so to be gainfully employed doing what I love. That's where I see myself. Some of my favorite people in the world are or bartender. Yes, the novice. Oh man, those are some good times. Coffee Patron, Dragonberry mojitos, late nights. Caribbean sounds nice. Yes. Give me coconuts and palm trees all day, every day. Have you been, Elizabeth? Let's see. What else we got? So, yeah, a lot happening. Let me see. I have a very good hairline. Oh, thank you. If a billionaire offered you $25,000 for your hairline, but you would be bald for the rest of your life, would you take the money? Listen, I'd shave my head as it is. I need to shave my head. So if I'm bald, please. Yeah, I'm not one of those guys that, I'm losing my hair. Well, thankfully, like you said, I do have a good hairline. And I'm not fully gray. A little salt over here on the sides. But yeah, I'm not one of those guys to be like, oh, if I'm losing my hair, I feel like I'm losing my. Nah, to me, that's nonsense. So yeah, put it this way: if he's a billionaire, how about 2.5 million? But I understand for this sake, 25,000. I'd rather have more. But yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat. Jax, I'm so. Oh, is that right? Well, listen, I'm spoken for, so I appreciate that, Jax. Thank you, Elizabeth Conley. It would be awesome to become self-sufficient. I'm tired of working for these corporations. Pennies on it. Elizabeth, you're speaking my language. That's why I quit corporate America over 2 years ago to pursue what it is that I love. And yes, has it been a little tough to navigate? A little bit. But you know what? I'd rather have this than to have the golden handcuffs. Meaning that, yeah, I have a steady paycheck, but I'm working on somebody else's time on top of not being able, that I have to not ask for permission, but request for time off, where now, and that's why, and listen, I don't need to be a zillionaire. I'm not, I haven't gotten into doing what it is that I do to make a quick buck. Lord knows, it's been over 2 years and I haven't made much, if any, to be quite honest. But I know the hard work and everything will persevere to the point where that's going to happen. And therefore, once I start to take off in that regard, then there's no stopping me. But I do have values and morals that I'm just not going to take the almighty dollar from certain corporations, things of that nature. But yeah, I'm with you. So I hope that one day, and let me ask you something, Elizabeth, if there's something that you could do that you know if you were to be able to quit tomorrow to pursue, what would it be? I'm curious. You're certainly not one of those guys. You have been blessed. Oh, listen, I'm beyond blessed. Beyond. And part of the reason why I put myself in this position, thanks to COVID and saving money and things of that nature, is live below your means. That is first and foremost. Listen, I have to say, I purchased a brand new car in 2014, and it's at 85,000 miles. I'm riding that sucker until the wheels fall off. That I can hit the lotto tomorrow, and I'm not gonna go crazy spending money. Live below your means. Have no debt. Thankfully, I have little to no debt. Of course, I got to pay my bills, and that's it. You do that, you're in good stead. I hate feeling like a cog in a machine. That is not a good feeling. It is not. I feel you. A little farmstead where I could grow my own food, make my own. Elizabeth, you're my kindred spirit. I just finished saying how, yeah, when the guy asked where I see myself in 15 years, that's exactly what I want to do, exactly where I want to be. Yes. Yes. Kudos. Listen, I'm not going to ask how old you are, etc. I would think you're young enough that whatever it is that when you get to that point, hopefully you get there sooner than later, because, yeah, this life isn't about retiring at 65 or 68 or even at 62 for that matter. And no, it's not to retire at 40 if you can, fantastic. But yeah, the real bag in life is to try to pursue what it is that you want to do and be gainfully employed to the point where bills are paid, you have the financial freedom to do just about whatever you want. And that's living. Eat right, eat healthy, consume healthy things, not even just from a standpoint of eating and drinking, but content, whatever you watch on TV, internet, so on and so forth. And then to even take it to another level is to keep yourself in the best physical shape as possible. Like you said, grow your own food. I mean, geez. 27, look at that. Good for you. When will you be 27, may I ask? And that's great to see. It's great to get the perspective of a young woman who has an idea of how they want to build their life. Listen, when I was 27, I was had a girlfriend, but wanted to party, wanted to hang. It's stupid. But that's young stuff in December. Okay. And if I have to ask, how long you been with your boyfriend? Do you think Porzingis stays with the Warriors after the season? I don't know, Val, because his contract is up. Wait. Yeah, his contract is up after this year. So it's possible. And if I'm the Warriors, I would resign him. But he has to stay healthy. He has to stay healthy. Kia kaha, brother. Stay strong and be peace with you. Yes. Can I just call you Big? Ah, Big Puff Daddy. I'll say it's Big Puff Daddy. Kia Kaha. I like that. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate that. Kia Kaha. You too. Stay strong and peace be to you. 5 years now. That's good. When I was 27, I might have been watching sports at the bar with Jay. Yeah, that's right. You're probably 1,000% right. No kids yet, since we understand the responsibility. Yeah. Don't do that. Now, there's nothing wrong with having kids, but no. Enjoy your life. Map it out as best as you can. And then when you're ready, do it. You've been together 5 years. Are you engaged? Porzingis, Steph Curry, Draymond. Yeah, I think that would be smart for them to get Porzingis because to me, if he's healthy, and I know it's a big if, he'd be beyond the big plus for the Warriors. Because you got size, you got a guy who can defend, you got a guy who can shoot, who can score, all that. And obviously with Jimmy Butler not being there, and I think that priority is probably to resign him. So I would say yes to that, Val. But yeah, Elizabeth, that's good to hear. No, not engaged to waiting. Well, if he's in the background hearing Elizabeth Conley's boyfriend, what are you waiting for? No, that's great, Elizabeth. That's great to hear. As far as what you got, and just for you hopping on board, just reading where all the blood, sweat, tears I put in benefit me. That's it. That's it. Wish more people thought like that. Excuse me. But yeah, looking at this cocktail menu, hey, they got a dragon fruit margarita, a pina rita. Yeah, they got a lot of rum haven there, which I love. Yeah, Bar Louie. Let me think. The Steelers, didn't they go to Arizona a couple years ago? Hold on a second. No, next year they actually play. Yeah, because the Rams in Seattle. Yeah, they go to Arizona next year, Pittsburgh. So if they go to Arizona next year, and Lord willing, knock on wood, I'm still around, I'll see if I can take a trip out there. And then I'll go to Bar Louie. I'll say, hey, what's up, guys? Elizabeth Conley. She told me to stop by and say hello. And then next thing you know, I could get one of these cocktails. Maybe I'll have the pina rita. How about that? He's out doing pest control right now? Oh, all right. Oh, so that's what he does? That's good. Now, you guys rent an apartment or own, if I may ask? Is that too personal? I think you're frustrated from your life. Gaurav Singh, how could you detect that? How? Frustrated from my life. If I was in the office right now, and I got news for you. Today's a Thursday. There were times where I'd have to go into the office an hour and almost an hour and a half prior to the start of my work shift to record a podcast. You think I'd miss that? Hell no. Rent an apartment, that's good. And that's too personal. Because if you live in New York City, the rents are just through the roof. Put it this, are the rents high for where you live? Or are they relatively cheap? Now, I don't know if you have a studio, one bedroom, etc., but I'm curious. And Arizona, I got to get to Arizona too, by the way. Frustrated men exactly talk like this? Talk like what? I can see him on bitching and moaning and complaining. $1,300 a month. Is that for a one bed? If that's for a one bedroom, man, that is moving to Arizona tomorrow. Yeah, because that's the thing. A one bedroom in New York, and it could be in the not so good neighborhood, could run you minimum $1,800. One bed. No, that's yeah. No, New York is ridiculous. Yeah, that's why. Oh man, that person who asked me, who was that? Was that the Google Chrome? Google Chrome asked me that. Let me scroll up. Where did I see myself in 15 years? Yeah. Hello, JAYREELZ. Ready to see yourself in 15 years. Yeah. Oh man, I would just love to be in a warmer climate, and I already envision like how my days would be. Oh, forget it. Warmer climate. First thing in the morning, I get up, I'd stretch, I'd meditate, I'd go for a long run, at least 5, 6 miles. Come back, get my day started, smoothie, and then get into my work with sponsors, with merchandise, with which the novice we got to talk. Sponsors, merchandise, guests, Zoom interviews. Ah, forget it. Forget it. All right, let's see where we're at here. Uh, you can find shitty studios for 700. Yeah, look at that. $700 a month. Wow. The pay is probably less here on advertising. Oh, I can see that then if that's the case. Yeah, because I know the minimum wage in New York City is $15 an hour. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, it's the same there too. All right. Good to know. Val, you agree with Porzingis? That sounds like things that are about to. Yes, they are. 6-7 versus. Thank you, Val. I know I've gotten off the sports a little bit. My apologies, because now I'm curious about what we're talking about life and stuff. And you know, when I talk about that, I could kind of go off the rails. So my apologies. Oh, that sounds like things are about that. Yes, sir. The novice. Yeah, I got mm, bursting at the seams. 6-7 versus Skibidi toilet. Is that now a new thing? Skibidi toilet? Is that something I gotta have to look out for now? Because the 6-7 thing is the most asinine thing going. Is that even still a thing? Oh, this is gonna be scary to type this in, but yep, there it is. Oh, it's an animated series. Oh, this guy is creepy as hell. Oh, this is gonna. I'm gonna like get sick of it. Watch this. Ready? How many subscribers this guy has? Skibidi. This guy puts out this stuff. Hey, listen, I can't knock his hustle. I've never heard of Skibidi toilet. Who would win? I don't know. I mean, hi 3141. You're asking the wrong person. But then that is a scary. Ugh. And they got 47 million people subscribers for this. Is a dystopian series of fast-paced YouTube videos and shorts produced in Machinima style storytelling style using 3D computer graphics, all in favor by video games. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Features animated toilets with talking heads. Listen, it's an animated series. Wow. That's why you could do anything in this world. It's really popular with kids for some reason. Is that right? This is why that is an example. So for who at High 3141, whoever brought that up, this is even more of a reason to pursue your dreams and goals. And that's why I took the initiative to do that. This guy who makes these videos and is popular amongst kids, obviously I'm far from that, but yeah, this guy has a ton of subscribers, has seasons, and I'm sure he lives off the YouTube money. That's it. Because if he has that many subscribers, please. Yeah, I've never seen. I just saw the whatchamacallit, the homepage, and that was it. Let me see. Where is no, let's get that out of there. No, let's get that out of there too. Hold on. All right. My kids watch him all the time. He has a toy line? Wow. Is that right, the novice? That's crazy. I've never heard of him until today. He's out here putting in the work. Yeah. And that's the thing. Just like anything in life. That's why I want to do more. I not want to. I will do more live streams like this because just like Matt Noah, I don't think he's here, but Matt Noah. I remember when he first started following me. I think he was at 500 subscribers, and he started following me like 2 months ago, and now he's over 1,000. Pretty soon he's gonna pass me. But good for him. Hey, it's no competition here, man. I want everyone to win. Matt Noah's doing what he's doing, just like the next person. And that's the thing. Somebody asked me that 2 days ago. I did a live stream walking the dog. And they asked me, any advice for younger people? I said, whatever it is that you love to do, that you will. Oh, no. All right, I'll check that out, the novice. I would stream, but I've seen. Oh, is that right? If you stream, you gotta. I'll follow. You don't have a channel, do you, Elizabeth? You should stream later for those guys. I know it's easy for me to say. I get it. You know what you do? Just put a post there saying, "Yeah, haters are never doing better than you are." See, I'm gonna look right now. Hold on a second. What's your digit? 7976. Yeah, because obviously, if you don't have a channel, now let me ask you, what would you talk about, Elizabeth? No, I don't have a channel. I don't want to have a. Oh, okay, I understand. But then, where would you stream though? If you did stream, and what would you stream about? That's what I would be curious. What time we got? 10:43. All right, I got to sign off in a little bit. What is this? All right. Don't have a public place. Yeah, I would just be curious to know what you were talking about. Yeah, because probably on Twitch, YouTube seems a little worse as far as short. Oh, is that right? Yeah, I'm on Twitch too. But when I do my podcast, which is 16 minutes, I put up Twitch, but I don't converse back and forth. I don't have many followers. If any, I probably have like one or two. I know I should connect this to TikTok. I connect this to my Facebook, whatever. But wait, I was gonna say. All right, but I'm curious. What would you talk about? Damn, I was gonna check something. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this podcast, people. This one is going to be, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, it's going to be a good one. And I understand sports related. A lot of people aren't into the sports, but this is going to be. It's going to be good. You don't want to miss this. Oh yeah, I'm still trying to master the back and forth here. Nothing, right? No, nothing yet. All right. What do we got? Football. All right, that's it. Yeah. So, all right, still waiting on that. But yes, I hope you guys and gals join. Now, remember, I won't get to the comments until the second hour because when I go on 11, after doing my intro, I go right into my sports commentary, opinions, thoughts, analysis, everything. And then in the 12 o'clock hour here in the East, I'll get to all the comments, questions, whatever. And I'll make notes of that throughout the course. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, I'll make notes of that throughout. Let me plug this in. Throughout the live stream. And I may do a live stream this afternoon too. And remember, I talked about doing maybe podcast post games. Let's get this mic connected to the OG Yeti mic. Yeah, because I didn't put what you calls for the which I have to do enter studio. So yeah, peeps. I appreciate everybody that jumped on board today. Check, 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 check. All right. Make sure the mic is working. No, we want to get that comment out. All right. Yeah, I'll get to that in a moment. So yeah, I'll sign up for the next 3 to 5 minutes tops. Anybody guys, anything else to say? Any other comments? I guess Dr. Herbert and a couple of the other guys said, this guy is boring. Let me leave. It's weird. It's just it boggles my mind that people they'll look for a live stream, just jump on board, and just troll. Like you can't do anything else better with your time. I don't get it. And listen, I can understand if you want to be a little combative, and when I mean combative, not personal, but let's say if I'm talking about sports, you'd be like, sports is this, or blah blah blah, whatever. All right, fine. And even that's a waste of time. But yeah, to come on here and say, oh, you're boring, you're this, you're that, whatever. Read a book or go for a run. I mean, come on. Like, what are we doing, guys? Really? It just doesn't make any sense how these people get off. And the thing is that I understand some people may get triggered a certain way and they take it personal and they take it. Listen, I can't take myself seriously. I'm here to enjoy, have a good time, speak my thoughts on sports or other things for that matter, as opposed to going back and forth with these people and getting into literally arguments with them or whatever. It's like, come on. And sometimes I've gotten caught up, especially from a sports standpoint. It's only because I'm passionate about what it is I'm talking about. But if somebody's going to say, "Oh, you look like this guy," or "Oh, you're a loser," or "Oh, this," or "all that," whatever, and I read it and I'll say, whatever. But yeah. But Elizabeth, I don't know if you're still with us. Oh, I'm waiting to hear what you have to like. What would you talk about on your lives? Oh, always, Val. Always, 100%. Yes, indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. What's that? Anything happening here, sports wise? Probably same old. Tiger fighting subpoena for prescription records. Yikes. Inside the end of the John Morant era in Memphis. Yeah, who's going to want him, though? Yeah, it is ESPN.com, by the way. Mets going to do better. I believe in them, JAYREELZ. Oh, I appreciate that, Val. I know, trying to stay positive with my sports teams. Well, the only hat I can hang on these days are the Celtics. But even then, I don't know how far they're going to go. It wasn't like 2 years ago where I thought to myself, I was like, hey, and listen, did they have an easy road to a final and win? Absolutely. This year's going to be a lot different. So, but I will say this: if the Celtics somehow, some way win the finals this year, which I don't think they will, but if they do, then I can't say anything for probably the rest of my life when it comes to the Celtics. Because even if they get to a finals and they are a big favorite and lose, I could be sick, I could be angry, but I could look back to 2026 and be like, well, hey, we were supposed to be a team that was playing in a gap year, and here they are, they won a championship. Yes, absolutely. It's going to go in this order: NBA, NHL, baseball, football. Nothing to discuss. No UFC. Golf, I'll mention the live stuff at the end. Oh, excuse me. I'll throw that in there. A bigger shock to the system than we acknowledge. How 48 hours change that. And look at these takes. LeBron, Redick are keys to Lakers defeating Rockets. What? Can we do better than that, people? Seriously? That is your analysis? Alan Hahn? LeBron and Redick are the keys to the Lakers defeating the Rockets. No, because I thought it would be Rui Hachimura and Jake LaRavia. I thought those would be the guys that would be the keys to defeating. Come on. I mean, this is. Get me on there. But no, they can't get me on ESPN because no. Because they would want to say, oh, you can't say this, you can't do that, can't. No. You want me, you got to have all of me. You can't try to, no. No compromise. Well, you're not going to make it in this business. Well, that's quite all right. I will. Please. Nonsense. And even Stephen A's takes are garbage. Vic, should the Mets give up baseball and switch to cricket? I got news for you. If they switch to cricket, they'd probably be just as bad. And I'm going to talk about the Mets on the podcast too. So, hey, Mark, podcast in 8 minutes. I'm signing off at 55. And this podcast is going to be explosive. And I promise you. And I'll get to the comments at the 12 o'clock hour. I'm not in love with Skip Bayless. No. I don't dislike him, but he does nothing for me. And he says stupid things too. And Colin Coward's another one. He's like, these stupid takes. Come on. And again, they're trying, all that is for clickbait. You got to be, and get ready for this. I have a take when it comes to the Mets in my podcast that nobody's talked about, that you're going to hear it first, and it is going to be legitimate. This isn't clickbait. This isn't rage bait. This isn't me trying to manufacture something. This is spoken by a true sports fan. For you guys, a sports fan, that when you hear it, you're going to be like, wow, that's a good take. And that's what I'm talking about. None of this, get the hell out of here with that nonsense. Tony strikes out 10 in 6 innings over there. Yeah, I know. And he didn't even bat yesterday. Oh, the Mets are a disaster. Oh. And the crazy thing is that, and I'm going to talk about the Mets not in my usual negative tone or negative reaction. You're going to have to wait and see. Because I'm going to talk about the NBA first, NHL, and then I'll get to the Mets. And to think the Yankees would be in the same boat as the Mets if it wasn't for Jordan Romano. Oh, my God. Jordan Romano. I'll talk about him, too. Yankee fans, chest all puffed out. Oh, 2 walk-off wins. And the Mets haven't had a walk-off win in the ninth inning in forever. John Morant, where will he go? I don't know. If I'm a GM with John Morant, I have to make sure his head is screwed on straight. And see, you got to get a third team involved. Miami. See, that's going to be the fascinating thing about the Heat. And I'm going to talk about the Heat also. All right, 7:55. I got to sign off, people. 5 minutes. Join me. Link is in my channel. This is going to be a podcast you won't want to miss. I promise. It's going to be all that and then some. And Mark Sammons, I hope you would agree when you watch. You'd be like, oh, wow. JAYREELZ. This is why we hop on board and listen to him, which I appreciate. And you know that profusely. So with that said, thanks for hopping on board. I'll see you in a few minutes. As always, peace, love, and God bless.